matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. The Dogs just shoot them up and spit them out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the quick pass. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Rice. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just An unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air, it's Carter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rice. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Smashes ahead. There he goes. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And they can't connect. Flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Sampson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if...
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's somebody catch it, big fella.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to throw again. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
22. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Carter. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide open downfield. Hits the afterburners. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
Snags it on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Right on the money. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4. Touchdown, Auburn! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. That's caught. It's Finley. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up.
Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look...
Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Dropping back, it's Carter. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Out Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man in the middle. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last when you flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass, it's Carter. Good timing on the quick out. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking for a man. It's Carter. Finds his man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they were ready in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Carter. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Can't get him to the ground. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The give on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first.
Touchdown, Auburn! with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carter. Keeps looking downfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Finds his target down the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Complete in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the...
He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass, it's Carter. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Period with a third down play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab, it's Finley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they... Advantage taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Quick step and go. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Fenley. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
This offense isn't calling the Dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the... We find rivalries across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's a heat. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking left. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
That's caught. It's Sampson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They'll go with the quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stopping at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Carter. Gets it out fast. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Handoff from the gun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Coming out with it, it's Finley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Irvin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Sampson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. On first down, here comes this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've got a first down here to open the period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up.
There he goes. Fights off a defender. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Scanning the field, it's Carter. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Auburn offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying play action. showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab on the shot. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Handoff to the lone back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Auburn going to work with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position. Put them on the field time and time again.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Pulls it in. It's Finley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Finley. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Finding open areas. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can...
Spins away from one. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Carter. Hauls it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dogs! The grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sampson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take him in this. So here comes the Auburn offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Tigers in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Grab near the marker, it's Finley. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Urban. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, that play right there shows that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, he avoided the negative play and sack.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So it's been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out. It's Finley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together. Backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carter. Wide open downfield. Still running at the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. It's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play. And as This offense is threatening with a first down. Quick release by the QB. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DB's not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make a play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Grabs it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Auburn going to work with another first down. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Pulled down for the tackle.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Third down play from the gun. Shoots it to the left. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue.
Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's a draw. Nice move to keep running. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. To throw, it's Carter. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Thanks for the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.